Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show as we edge closer towards the weekend. I hope your Thursday is going brilliantly. Ah, man, it's been a great show so far. Now we're going to kind of change speeds a little bit, and we're going to discuss something that is, yes, awkward and difficult to broach, but it is absolutely essential. We know what to do if it should strike. Fransa Katz is here to have another one of these conversations. I was joking off camera that I have conversations with you that I wouldn't have with my own mom. But that's how much we trust you guys. At the Pick and Pay Pharmacy. We are dealing with athlete's foot. Yes. Bob's pretending to be asleep because he doesn't want to talk about it.
No,
oh man, little kidney bean.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby. So athlete's foot is a very common affliction. It is something that certainly a lot of sportsmen get, but I would imagine there are a lot of myths surrounding it, how it's contracted. Well, you know, is it as prevalent as the amount of adverts we see for remedies on TV? You know, is it as easy to contract as we think
Yes,
it is?
it is. It is. About 70% of the world population would end up getting athlete's foot at some stage of their lives. It is very easy to catch. One of the myths, or maybe one of the interesting facts, is, as you also said, athlete's foot is not necessarily only for athletes. You know, the name makes you think it's for people that are running, etc. But I think where the name comes from, because it's something that it's a fungal infection on the sole of the feet that you pick up in warm, damp places where the fungus likes to grow, which would be locker rooms, gyms, showers at the gym, and I think that's where the name probably comes from. But it's not only athletes or people that go to gym. You can, with contact with anybody else that has the fungus, you can pick it up. It's quite contagious.
Right, how do we treat it? What is the best way on the first line of defense against it?
I would say treatment, there are very good over-the-counter creams and sprays that are available. Go into one of our Pick and Pay pharmacies, speak to our pharmacist, they will advise you what cream to use. The only thing with athlete's foot is, first of all, it's not that once you've had it, you will never get it again.
Yeah.
For some reason, some people are very prone to picking up the fungus, where other people are not that prone. It's just something they can't explain.
I suppose if you're going to sweat a lot in the kind of climate you live in, but it's, you know, I think we often forget that our body is organic matter. It is something that has bacteria, that has its own culture.
People just are different. But obviously, if you are going to the gym regularly, you are using showers that other people have used. Use sandals or flip-flops, or don't walk barefoot on the area, in the locker room area. If somebody at home has athlete's foot, you know, don't share a towel, because that's how it
Don't use their shoes, no, just be logical.
If you have it, make sure that you dry your feet, because that fungus likes damp, dark areas. So you'd find it at the sole of the feet and also sometimes between the toes.
Okay.
So dry it, and don't use the same towel. Put the towel in the wash. Change your socks every day. It's quite clever to wear more cotton socks instead of nylon socks, because the cotton breathes, and it also absorbs any bit of moisture that's there. Leather shoes. Good to wear leather shoes while you might have the infection, because that also helps the feet to breathe and stops it from being warm and damp, you know, in the shoe the whole day. Another thing to do is you get powders that we sell in our pharmacies, foot powders that you can use to keep the feet dry with an antifungal chemical in it to help for the fungus. The treatment for athlete's foot is not something that's going to go away overnight. It's usually...
How long? When should you be worried? When should you look at another line of attack if it's not
Well, usually it will
changing?
clear it up. It depends how severe the fungal infection is. Our pharmacist would be able to have a look and see and say, listen, that is, you've left it too long, rather go and see your doctor and get a prescription for oral tablets, which would probably work faster and better when it's very bad. If it's just started and it's a mild athlete's foot infection, then you can get away with just using the creams. They're not expensive, over the counter, but you need to apply it twice a day and at least for 4 to 6 weeks. And usually about a week after you've seen the symptoms disappear, you still need to use it for about another week to make sure that the fungus have been killed.
Right.
So it's not a 1-day, 2-day treatment it's going to clear up, but it's worth sorting it out as soon as possible, because you can go, you know, if your toes touch your sister or brother or girlfriend's toes,
you don't want to be the carrier monkey. Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
And also it can get progressively worse if you don't sort it out quickly.
And of course, it's a little embarrassing. Yeah, I think there is the stigma attached to it. Fransa, thank you so much.
It's a
As
pleasure.
always, a wealth of information, but a very useful resource when dealing with over-the-counter. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. All right, guys, are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to let go of the week's frustrations and get the best sporting report available on South African TV? It is time for G Sport. Good morning, gents.
Goodness can be found in encouraging greatness at the Junior Runners Academy in Soweto. Pick and Pay, always there for you.